It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's
got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now KJ Osborne. Here's Osborne. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff. And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Here's Goff. And that's complete to KJ Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last. That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run. The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean. They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now it's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play. Hubbard. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up. No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it? Now Goff on 3rd and goal. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays overtime. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll and chip away their timing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Option right, here's Stroud. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys at 4 and 3, a game over 500. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he knocks the ball away. It falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They're giving some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Goff. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud off the play fake.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
Gets this into the hands of Bray, the tight end.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up 1st and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Hubbard again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 8. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
Ready. And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Sliding out of the pocket. And Walker has it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
They'll roll him out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
York able to send this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good return for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
More. You talk about fantasy a lot, but why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it.
You're an analyst.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Goff now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Let's stay in the AFC West to check out what's going on with the Chiefs at home in Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Mac Jones, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Kenny Pickett, a touchdown pass in the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
5 yards on first down, and now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
Eagles 14. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's throw caught by Gray.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, Goff.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now we'll pause for an injury, and it's the quarterback, Jared Goff, shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2 for Dalton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now gone. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3-point.
Touchdown, Eagles! KJ Osborne taking it in. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stroud off the play fake.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put them up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And Stroud now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. Oh, look at the juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A shotgun snap for Goff. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Goff. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on second down is Goff. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, Goff.
fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's North. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the gun, it's Walker, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. And this one is incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Here's a 2nd and 7. Stroud back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head and got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. York able to send this one through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And Walker once more.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in here by Chase. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football. And I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense, the interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now look out.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love it.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the option left, here's Goff.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now Goff with his first throw in OT.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just